Swiss ball on the lower portion of your back. And then from here, you have your feet just wider than hip width, toes facing slightly outwards. Okay, now you want to bring or step away from the wall as far as possible. So then when you squat down, you're approximately a 90-degree angle at the knee. Now from this position, you can have your hands crossing the shoulders or hands out in front of you. Doesn't matter at all. Now, so you go down slowly, control, 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 control. Thighs parallel to the floor or just a little bit lower, and then you're extending back up again. So you want to go down slowly. Notice how my knees go on the outer edges of my feet. And then come. So this is one of my favorites to do for the hamstrings. So just to refresh, remember hamstrings act as either a knee flexor, so flexing the knee, or a hip extensor. So we're going to use the hamstrings as a knee flexor for this exercise. So what I get people to do is make sure that their feet are on the center of the ball, so you don't want one foot right out, one foot on top, so both feet on top of the ball. Now head goes back onto the ground. There are three positions you can have your arms. Hands down flat, have the upper arm onto the floor, so bent at the elbow, so fists are pointing towards the ceiling, or position the hands crossed over. That's hard. So position the hips up, curl the ball in, extending the hips up, and then back out again. Now what we've found with physiotherapy is sometimes people pull through one hamstring more so than the other. So you want to actively try pulling through that weaker hamstring or the weaker side. So the exercise here is you want the ball as low towards the hips as possible. Now have your feet wide. Obviously it gives you a greater base, making it easier. And as you bring your feet closer together, makes it harder. So I'm just going to demonstrate with wide feet. Now, you can position your hands at the side and then curling over the ball and then extending up as high as you can. What I like to do for people is I like them to position their hands actually behind their back. The reason is that when you position your hands, behind your head, when you position your hands behind your head, you actually have to externally rotate and force your shoulder blades to come together. So it draws this whole shoulder back. Okay, so from here, so hands behind my head, I can already feel back activation in terms of my upper back. So going down, there's no tension through my lower back. And as I come up, pulling. So your head and your shoulders are supported on the ball. Now, if you want to work more the upper chest, what you want to do is drop the hips, okay? And then from this position here, we'll change the angle of the torso so it's coming up on a slight angle. And then from here, they will start to work more of the upper chest. Just go through the range that you feel comfortable with. So opening up, opening up, opening up, opening up. Okay, if you want to come into more traditional, so rolling back, supported, shoulders and head, hips are sitting up high, feet as wide as you need to create a stable base. What I like about this here is that your glutes, lower back, hamstrings are all co-contracting to support yourself. And then from here, slowly down again, going as low as your flexibility will allow. And then coming back up, slight bend at the elbows, pull through the chest. What you want to think about here is that you're trying to squeeze your chest together. Squeeze your pecs together as you're doing this exercise. All right, glutes are on fire. I'm going to stop. Swiss ball knee tucks and press-ups are very good for developing the upper body in both the midsection. To make the exercise easier, have the Swiss ball closer to the knees. If you want to make it more challenging, have the Swiss ball closer towards your feet. Reverse curls are really good for the lower abdominal region. What you want to do is flex at the hips, keep your lower back down. You
You want to pause in the bottom position. Now from here, once you stop and then you reverse curl using the lower midsection, and the back is always flat. To make it more challenging, what you want to do is place the ball in between your feet. As you squeeze the ball, this turns off the hip flexors and makes sure that your abdomen is working, keeping your lower back flat, and keep your hands down. Then you perform the movement, lower back coming off the floor, and pause. And pause.